The office of New York Attorney General Letitia James announced this week that they are reviewing, not yet investigating, but they are reviewing claims that Donald Trump may have engaged in insider trading last week. Now, just a little backstory on this in case you haven't been paying attention, because again, I mean, there's constant news and sometimes things fall through the crack. But as we all know, when Donald Trump put his tariffs in place on April 2nd, the stock market crashed and it continued crashing for many days. Then last Wednesday morning, Donald Trump got on Truth Social as the stock market was still down and proclaimed this is a great time to buy. Then later in the day, he issued the so-called pause on his tariffs, which, as I've said, is not actually a pause. He just reduced them for 90 days. And the stock market rose by 9.5 points. A lot of very rich people made a lot of money, including, by the way, Marjorie Taylor Greene. And the next day, on Thursday, Donald Trump had some of these billionaires in the Oval Office, and he's bragging to reporters about how much money these people made yesterday. One of them made like $950 million in the stock market. So it definitely looks like Donald Trump engaged in insider trading. And that is what Letitia James's office is going to look at. Now, here's the part you're probably going to disagree with me on. This is a bad move. I mean, if you're just reviewing it, that's fine. If it goes beyond a review, if they do end up launching a full-scale investigation, that is incredibly misguided. This is not a case you're going to win. It seems like a case you could win, right? I mean, all the evidence appears to be there. Donald Trump told people, hey, go buy stocks, and then later in the day did something that he knew was going to cause the stock market to surge and make a lot of people a lot of money. He may not have made any money, but by having that knowledge and then basically passing that knowledge on to others, that would be insider trading. But there's the rub. You, in order to secure, if again this went to the level of investigations and then possible prosecutions, you would have to prove that Donald Trump tipped these people off. You know, specifically told them, verbally or in writing, a text message, an email, something, that he was going to do it. So even if you have that, that's not necessarily completely insider trading either. So even if you had the evidence, I think it would be very difficult to secure a conviction. And lacking that evidence, which right now we have no indication that such evidence would even exist, you have no chance of securing a conviction. I will give you this. This was shady, this was underhanded, and it absolutely looks like insider trading. And it wouldn't surprise me if that is what happened. Honestly, I believe that is what happened. I genuinely do. Could I prove it in a court of law? Probably not, because I'm not a lawyer. If I was a lawyer, could I prove it in a court of law? Probably not. Could I get a conviction from a jury? Almost completely, chances of that are zero. Maybe 1%. So again, I appreciate what the New York Attorney General's office is doing here, but I will reiterate, this is misguided. I think this is kind of a wink and a nod to the public, like, look at me, I'm doing something about this guy. And that's great. I understand you want to run for a higher office someday. But this ain't it. And if you take it beyond a review to an investigation, it's going to end in embarrassment. What happened, happened. It sucks. There's nothing we can do about it. It doesn't necessarily even rise to the level of illegality. And I just want to reiterate this. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to give you the unpleasant truth sometimes. Yes, it looks like insider trading. Yes, it probably is insider trading. But that doesn't mean you can get a conviction, and I don't think this is a good idea. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And If you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.